Dark psychology. It's a term that sends shivers down our spines, evoking a sense of dread and curiosity. It conjures images of master manipulators and cunning social predators, those who use their skills to bend others to their will. But what exactly is it? What lies beneath this ominous term? In essence, dark psychology delves into the human potential for manipulation, exploring the depths of our psyche. It examines the tactics individuals use to influence and exploit others for personal gain, often without their knowledge. It's a field that fascinates and frightens us in equal measure, for it exposes the vulnerabilities within us all. These vulnerabilities can be exploited by those who understand the principles of dark psychology. While not inherently evil, the principles of dark psychology can be used for both benevolent and malevolent purposes. It all depends on the intent behind the actions. Think of a charismatic salesperson who convinces you to buy a product you don't need using charm and persuasion, or a charming individual who uses flattery and deceit to gain your trust, only to exploit it later for their own benefit. These are subtle examples of dark psychology in action, demonstrating how easily our thoughts and behaviors can be influenced by those skilled in its tactics. These tactics can be so subtle that we often don't realize we're being manipulated until it's too late. Demonstrating how easily our thoughts and behaviors can be influenced by those skilled in its tactics, dark psychology reveals the power of subtle influence. The study of dark psychology is not about endorsing manipulation or deception. Instead, it's about understanding these tactics to recognize and protect ourselves from them. By understanding these tactics, we can better recognize the red flags and protect ourselves from potential harm. By shining a light on the dark side of human behavior, we can become more discerning judges of character and less susceptible to manipulation. This awareness allows us to scrutinize the intentions of others more carefully, making us less vulnerable to their manipulative tactics. This essay delves into the intriguing world of dark psychology, exploring its key concepts, real-life examples, and ethical implications. We'll equip you with the knowledge and tools to recognize the red flags of manipulation and safeguard yourself from its potential harm. By the end of this exploration, you'll be better prepared to navigate the complexities of human interactions, armed with the understanding of dark psychology and its implications. Manipulation, a cornerstone of dark psychology, involves using underhanded tactics to control or influence others. It's a subtle form of psychological coercion that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Manipulators are masters of exploiting our emotions, insecurities, and vulnerabilities to get what they want. One common manipulation tactic is emotional blackmail, where individuals threaten or guilt-trip others into compliance. For example, an emotionally manipulative partner might say, "If you really loved me, you would do this for me." This tactic preys on our desire to please and avoid conflict, making us more likely to give in to the manipulator's demands. Another tactic is gaslighting, a particularly insidious form of manipulation that aims to make the victim doubt their own sanity. Gaslighters distort reality by denying events, twisting facts, and planting seeds of self-doubt in their victim's mind. Over time, the victim begins to question their own perceptions and memories, making them more dependent on the manipulator. These are just a few examples of the many tactics employed by manipulators. By understanding these tactics, we can start to recognize the patterns of manipulation and take steps to protect ourselves from their influence. Persuasion, unlike manipulation, relies on ethical means to influence thoughts and behavior. It is a skill that can be honed and developed over time, and it plays a crucial role in various aspects of life, from personal relationships to professional settings. It's about presenting information and arguments in a compelling way that resonates with the audience, making them see the value in your perspective. This involves understanding the audience's needs, desires, and pain points. Ultimately, effective persuasion leads them to a desired conclusion or action, whether it's making a purchase, supporting a cause, or adopting a new behavior. While persuasion can be used for unethical purposes, it's also an essential tool for communication, education, and social change. When used responsibly, it can inspire and motivate people to take positive actions. Effective persuasion often leverages psychological principles, such as the principle of scarcity, which suggests that people value things more when they are scarce or in limited supply. This principle taps into the fear of missing out, driving people to act quickly. Advertisers frequently use this tactic, creating a sense of urgency by emphasizing limited-time offers or exclusive deals. This can be seen in various marketing campaigns, from holiday sales to product launches. Another powerful persuasion technique is social proof, which relies on the idea that people are more likely to conform to the actions of others, especially when those others are seen as similar to themselves. This is why trends and viral content spread so quickly. Social proof can be incredibly influential, as it taps into our innate desire to fit in and be part of a group. This principle is often used in marketing and advertising to build trust and credibility. This principle is why testimonials and customer reviews are so effective in marketing. They provide real-life examples of people who have benefited from a product or service, making it more relatable and trustworthy. Understanding the principles of persuasion can not only make us more discerning consumers of information, but also empower us to become more effective communicators ourselves. By recognizing these techniques, we can better navigate the information we encounter daily. By crafting our messages in a way that resonates with our audience and leverages these principles, we can increase our chances of successfully influencing thoughts and behaviors. This can lead to more meaningful and impactful interactions. Whether you're a business leader, educator, or simply someone looking to improve your communication skills, understanding and applying the principles of persuasion can be a game changer. We can increase our chances of successfully influencing thoughts and behaviors, leading to better outcomes in both personal and professional contexts. Section 4. Deception, the art of concealment and misdirection. Deception, a central element of dark psychology, involves intentionally misleading others by withholding information, fabricating stories, or presenting a false image. It's a tactic used to gain an advantage, protect one's interests, or avoid consequences. While deception can be employed for malicious purposes, it can also be used in more benign ways, such as in games or surprises. One common form of deception is lying by omission, where individuals selectively withhold crucial information to create a misleading impression. For example, a job applicant might omit a past employment gap from their resume, creating the illusion of continuous work experience. Another deceptive tactic is fabrication, where individuals invent stories or details to mislead others. This could involve creating a false online persona to catfish someone or fabricating credentials to secure a job. Deception, while often viewed negatively, can be a complex issue with varying degrees of severity. Understanding the different forms of deception and their potential motivations can help us navigate a world where not everything is always as it seems. Section 5. The ethics of influence. When does persuasion become manipulation? This is a question that has intrigued philosophers, psychologists, and everyday people alike for centuries. The line between persuasion and manipulation can be blurry, raising ethical questions about the nature of influence. It's a complex issue that requires us to look closely at the intentions and methods behind the actions. While both involve influencing thoughts and behavior, the key difference lies in the intent and methods employed. Persuasion aims to inform and empower, whereas manipulation seeks to control and deceive. Persuasion, when used ethically, respects the autonomy of the individual. It involves presenting arguments and evidence in a way that allows the other person to make their own informed choices. It's about presenting information transparently, allowing individuals to make informed decisions freely and without coercion. Ethical persuasion fosters trust and mutual respect. Manipulation, on the other hand, seeks to control and exploit, often by undermining an individual's autonomy and using deceptive or harmful tactics. It can involve withholding information, lying, or using emotional manipulation to achieve a desired outcome. For example, a doctor who provides a patient with all the necessary information about a medical procedure, allowing them to make an informed decision about their health, is engaging in ethical persuasion. This approach respects the patient's right to know and choose. However, a doctor who downplays the risks of a procedure while exaggerating its benefits, coercing the patient into making a decision that serves the doctor's interests, is engaging in manipulation. This undermines the patient's ability to make a truly informed choice. The ethical implications of influence extend beyond individual interactions to encompass broader societal contexts. In our daily lives, we encounter various forms of influence, from advertisements to political campaigns. Advertising, politics, and even social media are rife with examples of both ethical persuasion and manipulative tactics. Recognizing the difference can help us navigate these influences more effectively. By understanding the ethical nuances of influence, we can become more responsible consumers and citizens, promoting transparency and accountability in all forms of communication. This awareness empowers us to make better choices and advocate for ethical practices in our communities. Section 6. Recognizing the red flags, identifying dark psychology in action. Recognizing the subtle signs of dark psychology is crucial for protecting ourselves from manipulation and exploitation. While not everyone who exhibits these behaviors is a master manipulator, being aware of the red flags can help us proceed with caution and set healthy boundaries in our relationships and interactions. One red flag is an excessive need for control. Manipulators often try to control their environment and the people around them, using guilt trips, threats, or passive-aggressive tactics to get their way. They may become angry or withdraw affection when their need for control is challenged. Another warning sign is a lack of empathy. Manipulators often have difficulty understanding or acknowledging the feelings of others. They may dismiss, minimize, or invalidate the emotions of those around them, focusing solely on their own needs and desires. If you find yourself constantly questioning your own judgment, feeling drained or emotionally exhausted after interactions with someone, or noticing a pattern of controlling or manipulative behavior, trust your instincts. These could be signs that you're dealing with someone who is using dark psychology tactics.